All right, welcome back, everyone, for another Knights of Marr episode. Last time, everyone came back to Freeport and did went about their business, visiting blog.
Yo, I'm back.
Hello, correct. Welcome back. We just started.
Ah, nice.
Uh,
So we just started. What I miss? Who died? Invader, right?
No one yet. We're about to kill him.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
yep,
we were talking
round
between-
0. Don't roll initiative because it's a surprise round, and then we'll roll initiative.
Nah,
Actually,
he won't
roll to see who goes first to get the honor of killing Invader's character.
Is she counted as helpless because she's currently asleep?
Sure. Anyway, before we go to the party member genocide, few people got their first class quest completed. Well, for the most part, Bright and Wolffather have their resources for it, but they didn't go yet to their guildmaster to complete everything. Atronach's character has completed the quest and has obtained one snazzy robe with a lot of benefits.
In fact, where is this token?
I did not.
Yeah, I found it.
Atronach's token. I am in a storeroom, being Arabian. It has also been brought to my attention that Atronach may be AFK, still, being Sally, moving furniture.
That damn furniture always causing problems. Needing to be moved. Being in the wrong place.
Anyway, you've also turned in the coffin under the watch of Selnora, the Knights of Justice, and Sir Makarin to decide on what to do about it in the morning. Though Bright's character, who I keep forgetting the first name of, Lucius, has been convinced by Selenor to awaken the vampire just so Selenor may be able to speak with her.
It's hard to resist when a woman comes dressed like that in the middle of the night.
Yeah, and she left without even stepping in his room. Such is the bard's life.
Well, he's only a level 1 bard. He's not potent enough yet to seduce all the women and play Crusader Kings with the higher ups.
With the seduction focus on Crusader Kings.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into my little tangents about the Crusader Kings and how they ruined the intrigue. Anyway, yep. So, anyhow, so you've definitely done your good load of work. It is now in the. Let me check. Yep, it's morning on that daytime clock over there. You all start the day. The coffin remains here. Selenor is sitting behind it, having morning tea. Bright, was that really important to be posting?
I don't see why not. It's not disrupting anything.
Anyway. Yeah, so...
I hope it's on video.
Yeah, but... no, it's not in video because I don't have
Damn it.
it saving chat. Chat, is this real? Yeah, so...
Chat, is this real?
Chat is real.
Alright, so who wants to go first with what they're doing this in-game morning?
Are we waking the vampire up immediately?
Is that what they call it these days?
Yes.
No,
That's
they
what they
call
call
it. No, they call it rousing the blood.
You're not playing Vampire the Masquerade.
Not yet.
Let's see. So I guess I should buy
realize
some
yesterday
armor.
this
Oh,
was
go on.
actually the start of the
yeah, we-
Vampires of Chicago on crack arc.
Yeah.
So that's how it starts.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna wake her up and get Isekai into Chicago.
Turns out all of our
Be
characters. Turns out all of our characters are just hallucinating Freeport, and we're just on crack. But the
Man,
vampire
that-
itself is very real.
That is high level Malkavian fuckery.
And we're definitely correct about it, of course. But anyway, I think I should get armor.
All right, so Rama for
yes.
the morning, he goes out to fetch some more.
If Rama's doing that, I don't want to wake the vampire without our full force present, so I suppose Lucius is gonna accompany him to the market, pick up the unguents for the boots, go visit his guild hall.
Yep.
Yeah, Alvin is going to his guildmaster as well.
All right, so let's see. Who should we do first? Yeah, let's start with Rama. It's a quick and easy thing. You find, yeah, you can easily find an armor in either the market district in West Freeport or by the docks.
What's the best armor I can get for 5.69 gold?
Well, for 5.69
Sick.
gold, it depends on what you want. You can get a tower shield for 5 gold.
No, I already have a metal shield. I want armor.
Well, you can get some lamel. I think I wrote that wrong.
Plate.
Lamellar armor for 8 silver. Horn.
Okay.
God, armor is expensive.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Like anything beyond like the basic light armor is like 15 gold minimum.
I mean, you can always get trash armor, like that's tarnished quality. I mean, you.
I don't think
So
that's
that-
gonna help.
I've spent the money. All right. Let's see. What can I do with 4.89 gold?
Maybe a weapon upgrade if you want, but
Oh yeah, because we sold that other one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, I have a combat axe, like an actual normal combat
Hmm.
axe. Is there a better one I could get with this?
could he have it? Maybe you should have it silvered so you could beat the undead better.
Oh, is that a thing in this?
Well,
Or
you're
maybe
just
just get fine steel version of it.
God, why would
But
you
that's
spend that
more
much on an axe?
expensive. See what would it cost? It's the next going category. So for a combat, God, it'd be 10 gold. God, that is
1 platinum,
ew.
yeah.
Well, I do not have that kind of money.
Still the 1/6 of the price of a great axe.
The benefit of a great axe over a regular combat axe.
It's two-handed and devastating.
But I use a
So it
shield,
does-
so that's not actually better.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, no.
Maybe you just want to pick up some particularly heavy rocks that chuck at people.
At any rate, the next thing that goes on after the big man gets fitted with armor made of some animal horn in layered plates would be,
Oh.
well, the closest place would definitely
Oh. Wait. No, hold on. So if I went for a fine steel version of the horn thing, then that would make it better.
be.
Yes, but it would also make it 8 gold, which you can't afford.
Almost could, so I could just anyway. Close.
If you could
I'd
use
say
those
making it
literally just on
into-
circles.
I'd say making it to metal lamellar would, yeah, that would be the same kind of price increase, but would increase its durability and resistance value.
Let's see. In that case, so from 5.6, I would just be sure to 2.31 technically. So if I could get that much lended to me, then I would be having enough.
I'm decently sure we already gave you more than anyone else in the group has, so
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll just save my money up for petrol.
Well, when you complete your quest, you can have either breastplate or another weapon.
Okay.
So, all right. So
Great,
next would be Bright. You go back to your guild hall to meet the twin sisters.
gotta pick up the
Marine.
engines first, but yes.
Oh yeah. Well, the engines. What was the price given to you last time?
What was it, a gold, I think?
Was it a gold?
I think it was a gold.
Sounds pretty cheap.
I think it was 8 silver.
The price right now is 1 gold, 1 silver. Blog said it's because of inflation.
Hmm.
Well, I hand them 1 gold because I don't understand them, because I don't have my translator with me. And I expect the engines.
He points at your coin purse and then points at his open palm.
I pull out a copper piece.
He
Let's see if
repeats the
I
gesture.
I pull out a second copper piece.
He repeats this gesture 8 more times.
Fine, I pull out 7 more copper pieces.
Does he punch you? He will take the 1 gold and 9 copper pieces.
Look, last time he had trouble counting fast too, so I'm not. Alright, I'll grab the engines and head to my guild hall. 1 copper piece saved.
Fucking
Nice.
Jewish bard.
I can't even charm him because I clearly don't understand him because, you know, I don't have my translator.
Yeah.
You could have gone.
I could have asked, but you were busy buying armor, so, you know, didn't want to bother you.
Alright, so you go to your guild master. There seems to be some performance going on the stage. A bard you've been somewhat familiar with, also in training, but it seems like the sisters are otherwise not busy in the back while the performance is going on.
Man, they're
See.
getting busy in the back while a performance is going on.
You know, it is a bard school. After
I knew they were bard, but with each other.
The only thing you're
Bard of
upset
them.
about is not being invited.
How absolutely barred of them.
It's barbaric.
It's a bard-faced lie.
Anyway, hopefully not walking directly in on them.
They are not actually doing any deeds done dirt cheap.
You're saying he's not barred out?
So they're expensive.
Sure.
Anyway,
let's go with that. They're just expensive.
Lucius is going to greet them and tell them that he's gathered the materials I mentioned.
Stopping mid tuning of her instrument, Trellis responds, "Ah, yes, that was quick. Didn't expect you to get everything so quickly." She says, she asks for you to show her everything, and then says, "It's good that you have them. We can take them into a cobbler and see if the work can get done before the afternoon to get you a good pair of venturing boots."
I would be most grateful. Do you know any good cobblers who could do this?
Yes, a dwarf with a rather ironic name by the name of Steeltoe.
So,
Yes,
are they gonna take it over, or do they show me where Steel Toe is meant to be?
I will even go with you to where Steeltoe is. He is in the dock district.
Be most grateful.
Alright, she escorts
Lucius
you
is
along.
Lucius is going to follow along, slightly behind. Definitely not any suspicious reasons for this.
She strums her lute as she goes along. The decorative skirt over her
Whistle
pants,
along to the tune.
swaying as she walks. You eventually get to a part of the city of. Did they say West Freeport? Should be
Near
Dockside.
docks, so
Yeah, so East Side Freeport. Not far from the bank. Right next door to this.
Riverbank or
Jade Line
Bank?
Bank. Money Bank.
Good to know.
Merchant Bank.
Aren't all bank merchant banks? 3 brackets.
They're run by merchants, yes. Actually, they don't really exist in the universe. The brackets merchants, not the regular merchants.
Okay, good. We live in a utopia.
Obviously not. They're other elves. They're elves about. Anyway.
Other elves? Implying.
Anyway.
Anyway.
You're introduced to Steeltoe, a short, typically short dwarven cobbler. He is behind a dusty counter of his store, place that is not really frequented much, it seems, for Steeltoe's footwear, but the goods are presented to him, and Trellis asks him if he can do something for a new bard recruit with all these, the usual order of a nice pair of boots. The dwarf behind the counter looks over the orc character, Lucius, and he says, "We'll need to get them properly fit. Come with me in the back."
Lucius will oblige and follow the dwarf craftsman in the back.
And the dwarf craftsman will ask you to take off your footwear, and so you can measure everything properly.
Taking off the shoes that have definitely aren't meant to be worn out in the desert, but have been anyways.
Of course. He has a measuring tape. He goes over and jots down notes of all the figures and says, come by in the afternoon. I'll get work done, though I would appreciate a song while I work.
Hmm. Well, he's going to pull out his drum, do a performance.
All right, and seeing
Nothing too fancy, just some whistling, some drumming.
seeing that you are in the presence of the master craftsman, Trellis then begins to wander back to the amphitheater while Steel Toe undergoes his work. He puts great efforts into cutting out from the hardened and soft leather the forms that are needed to take for your boots, making magnificent soles and wonderful gator leather for the totality of the boots. The song seems to inspire him to move further and imbue his work with the unguents that are applied at every process and mending two bits of leather together so there'd be a soft inside with a harder leather exterior. By the time
Fancy.
by the time the afternoon rolls around, you would have this reward that I'm posting in Game Relevant channel. Game
For
Relevant
me.
channel. Now these boots will have one of two effects, which you have to choose.
Hmm. All right. Let's see. Minor art. Speed. Difficult decisions. Anyway, while I ponder this, someone else can do their thing.
Yep. Okay. So while Lucius is off at the cobbler, Arvin Kuhn goes to the dockside himself, ready and eager to present all of his gotten findings to his guildmaster. Where is she? He meets with his northern barbarian guildmaster of the Spirit Seekers. She is in the midst to tending to what seems to be a wound on a captive bear that is out of its cage for the first time in some time. She, on Arvin's entry, she asks that he come over assist and soothe the beast.
Well, I shall do so. Do I need to roll any handling? Or
Sure, why not? It
let's
doesn't hurt
see.
me.
It might hurt me, but
I'll just handle animals better.
it doesn't hurt me.
There you go. You can easily calm the beast in preparation for what is apparently a very stinging salve that Porta puts on the creature's wounds, but due to your handling of animals, the creature doesn't go into frenzy or try to make any sudden or unwise movements. Once it is done, Porta returns the beast to his cage and says, "Well done. You've been proving yourself a growing master of the beast arts."
Yes, thank you. I also have the items you sent me to fetch.
Good to hear, she says as you put the pelts and skins before her. Then she says, though I hope you believe that your work is not done. We must work together to properly put everything together to craft a mantle for you and your beast spawned.
Okay, what do I need to do?
Well, first, simply, we must prepare a harness for you with these snake skins. From the homelands, we used whatever rope and twine that we could to make these and line the rope with softer, fleshy material so it does not dig into our flesh on travels. And I believe snakeskins will do for this. She already has prepared some lengths of cord for your usage. And she says, but the first thing we must do, you and your creature both, help spread the. What was the material that you guys got from blog? The
Some sort of
salve.
salve.
Yeah. First, both you and your beast must apply the salve together to the gator hide. And let it
Rockmore, but
cure.
yes.
Yep. Yes, Rockmaw specifically.
Sure, I will do so. I guess Saran is assisting
Yep.
somehow.
Yeah, but though of course you'll have to likely help Saran in the efforts, holding Saran's paw over the pelts while you apply the salve into places far more easier for you to apply it to than a simple wolf's paw.
It must look so ridiculous.
The process seems ridiculous, like blood painting on a cave wall, but throughout the process, there is a somewhat shimmering after effect of the salve on the otherwise decaying skin beneath the hide. Once this process is done, she asks you to join her and fitting the cord through the snakeskins. And after such process is done, you are assisted in matters by your guildmaster in knitting or sewing the harness into the mantle itself. The Rockmaw hide finding good purchase with needles. And by the result, it's a somewhat of a cape and part and somewhat of a mantle of what was left of the Rockmaw material after he made a tunic from his hides.
Okay, nice.
All right, and your reward after all this is this item here. Oops. Space. Done.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep, you share resistances with your companion. Any natural resistance they possess is shared with you. And I'm going to see that natural resistance is a one physical resistance first slashing.
I guess Bright just died.
F to Bright.
I knew it would happen.
Indeed.
We must all pay respects once this internet's back. Alright, so that is what Arvin Kuhn is doing up until the afternoon hour.
Do I get another quest from her?
Yes, let's see. Near the end of the crafting process, she seems somewhat distracted, as if she remembered something that she ought be doing, but then before she departs, she says, "You're making great strides, Arvin, but your training is not yet complete. I do consider you a full member of the Spirit Seekers if you wish to join us, but there are many things left to accomplish. You begun bonding with your animal, but at some point you need to go on to a spiritual journey to question the human side of your equation. Your power and Saran's bond, well reinforced, you need to focus on yourself as well." She thinks for a moment about what task to bestow upon you. The next goal in your elevation. Often we would send out a young, promising beastmaster on their own out into the wilderness to survive for months on end, but you have different goals, so you must have a different task. There is a place that the place that beasts do not go often because there are men that turn to the living dead, or those that look like men but turn into beasts themselves that are greater predators.
You mean like vampires?
Something else. They turn into men that look like beasts. Believe they're called werewolves down here.
Okay.
There are those that wander from this southern country that take upon such forms unwillingly. These wanderers can likely be found in the dunes. I ask for you to seek them out and to soothe one of their relations with their animal side.
Okay. I think I can do that. . 'Cause
And once you return, I shall have a suitable token awaiting for your next step in your journey.
Okay, my thanks. I'll see you when I did that then. Farewell for now.
All right. She fares you well before she runs off, saying that she has something to do for the Lord Mayor that she was distracted from. All right. First, remembering who's actually at the table right now, I believe Atronach is still AFK. Egg, anything your character's doing?
Probably sleeping.
Your character's sleeping into the afternoon?
I
But
Yeah,
doesn't
I
that
think
make
she
you
stayed up
just
with
like
I-
that dark elf creature?
Yeah, but unfortunately, that coffee kept me up like all night, so I don't think there's anything to be done about it.
Humu humu. Right. So I'm just going to go ahead and start the afternoon. Though I think I am going to put us on our AFK screen just so we can give more time for Bright to come back if he does come back. A great late start game, everyone. All right, we're back. All right,
Hi,
so we
back.
have.
Roll.
All right, so Atronach, you're here. Let's see,
Yes.
you've missed pretty much everything, correct?
Pretty much.
All right, so this is a game called Knights of Marr. You.
Our stories begin where all stories do, at the beginning. Chapter 1.
Yes. So far today, after many decisions made about the vampire nonsense that is going to be going on later in the day, the group has decided to finish up their own class quests. Bright has turned in the material for his boots and is playing music for the dwarven cobbler working on his footwear. And once it's complete, he has a fine set of knee-high leather boots made of the type of creature that Rockmaw's skin is. We have Wolf Sadler has
Boshi
been now.
Rockma.
Yep, we have now Wolf Sadler now outfitted with his mantle that can share the physical resistance with his creature. Funnily enough, his armor is also made out of the Rockma hide leather.
It was hiding quite a lot of leather.
It was quite a lot of beasts to hide leather.
The shield also counts, right?
The shield also counts.
So Saran is no longer squishy.
You and Saran are no longer squishy, yes. You still need,
You need to
something
get a-
about the magic part of Saran's attacks, but
No. What you need, Wolf Sadler, is to get a turtle companion.
useless in combat makes you tanky.
Oh yeah, it's just there so he's tanky. And also, have you seen some of the fucking tortoises? They are most definitely not useless in combat.
You mean the tortoises
tear-
that have
Tear your
cannons
entire
coming
limbs
out of
off.
their shells?
I'm mostly talking about the bite force.
If you're one bite force, go for a hyena. Anyhow, yeah, so Atronach, anything your character would be doing in the transition from morning to afternoon?
No, I don't believe so. Probably just grabbing some food and waiting to help out the others with whatever they need to do.
Alright, so by afternoon, everyone's returned. Most people have their fancy quest rewards. Arwen's got a nice mantle adorning his shoulders, made of the crocodile skin, the Rockmaw crocodile skin. That is practically glowing with pride and primal prowess. We have the nice crocodile leather boots that Bright has, who he still hasn't decided on which effect that it
I have.
gives him.
I give him speed.
So it's the speed all the time,
Yes.
giving him a spring in his step as he walks into the Knights of Truth. Well, the Seekers of Truth, guild hall. All right.
Nice to see someone with spring in their steps, considering the climate probably only allows for summers and winters.
Okay, erasing Bright from the game.
Honestly, understandable.
All right, and Rama has returned with a suit of well, an extra suit of plates upon his body made of animal horn. Some of these had to been hastily patched together to fit more properly for his size, as not many ogres are outfitted in Freeport for armor weapons. But you return to the guild hall, and Selenor is there waiting. She has definitely finished her breakfast by now, and looks to have been reading prayer scrolls as you come in. She puts her literature aside and asks, "Have you decided on what to do as of yet?"
Have we? I suppose we're raising the vampire, right?
Yeah.
Why?
To talk to it.
This still sounds retarded.
Listen, the seer lady asked for us to do this because she wants to talk to it.
I have a question about my robe here.
Yes.
Wouldn't this like not have any effect on me because I'm a metahuman caster and not an arcane caster?
Negative.
Well, this can casting the characters for rank equal to their tier. I don't use tiers because I'm not using
No,
arcane.
you
Yes, you
still.
do.
All characters have tiers. Tier is their overall character level. Rank is
Then
their
what's-
individual class level. So
Wait,
say,
what's the difference?
what do you mean? What's the difference?
Character level versus class level.
Okay, so if you have one
Aren't-
rank,
aren't there
if you
only
have one
class
rank,
levels?
if you have one rank in caster, you can either invest another rank in caster at tier 2, or you can be a martial rank 1 or a finesse rank 1. You'll still be character tier 2.
Okay.
Essentially, it's built-in multi-class language. So imagine this is D&D. You're a 5th
Okay,
level rogue, and you have 1 level of fighter. You are a 6th level character.
Okay. Okay. Just the language of it just didn't make sense to me.
No, it's specifically language that differentiates between the individual ranks of your individual classes, professions, whatever I forget that I keep calling them, and your overall character level, overall character power.
Okay. Are we still level
Tiers
1?
overall. You're
Yes.
still character tier 1.
Okay.
Yep.
Hold on. Can cast as if the character was a rank equal to their tier.
So if you multi-class into something else,
For the purpose of functions for arcane cards. I don't use arcane cards.
Well, you still have benefits other than that too.
If your rank is equal to your tier, cantrips progresses if you're 1 rank higher. So if I do a cantrip, it would be plus
2
Two
1.
instead of
damage.
1. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I ignore the arcane part. Essentially, this doesn't apply.
Pretty sure it still applies for the AoE though, right?
Yeah, it still applies. Essentially, it still applies for all effects in which you level up in something else aside from being a wizard.
Okay, so if just for example here, since we're level 1, if we get to level 2 and I take a point in
Say you become
Oh,
cleric.
actually,
for
I actually
instance.
don't really know how this would work because there's only paths in this game model. Could I spec into a different path if we level up?
Yeah. You have to get
Okay.
trained in that path.
So if
but
I
yeah, you can.
switch to fucking necromancer, for example, and then I would still cast as a tier 2, even though I'm 1 necromancer, 1 wizard.
Yep.
So I'd be rank 2 and be able to use chain spell
Yep.
then.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Well, you'd be able to use chain spell when you're casting as a wizard. Your necromancer casting would not be able to use chain spell because your
Okay.
wizard tradition is the one that has prodigy.
Okay. Gotcha.
That makes sense now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you've returned to the guild hall. You see the others standing before the casket in the center of the room, which I guess I should redraw. Or Egg will be doing that. So Nora reiterates, with all present, what have you decided to do with our slumbering individual here?
Well, after some deliberation and convincing from Lucius, we decided to wake the vampire up.
At least to get some answers before we decide what further to do with them.
Sir McParn looks at Selnora, asking, are you sure this is something you wish to do? And Selnora says, I follow their judgment. She gestures to the coffin. Who wishes to engage in the honors? The awakening of the vampire must be done by providing blood to reinvigorate them.
Well, since I'm the melee fighter who can give his blood, I'll do it.
Okay.
Cards.
You open
my
up the
gosh.
coffin, and you see the desiccated body within, wrapped in its blackened robes. Its open maw is laying there.
How much blood will be needed?
Let's say enough for one wound.
Okay. Arwen takes out his heirloom sword, makes a cut on his hand, and holds it over the mouth of the vampire. Just letting it drip in there.
Drip, drip, drip. You wait, providing a trickle of lifeblood for the vampire.
Is that wound or toughness damage?
Wound and toughness damage.
Oh.
Right, pull this out. You see nothing happening at first, but after a few long moments, you see spasms from the body within the coffin. The desiccated corpse seems to be restoring some part of its life. Its hands and face getting fuller with proper warm flesh. Though the body instinctively reaches up to the hand that is held over its mouth. Do you recoil?
I stand my ground but raise my shield.
What does that mean? Do you like block it from grabbing you?
Yes.
Okay.
Wake her up immediately, shield bash.
Let's not go that far just now.
The creature weakly grabs at your shield, then trying to pull on it before realizing that it is not flesh that bars its awakening. Then it releases its grasp. Life slowly returns a little bit further to it. And rising with a groan from the casket with stiff movements is a lady with white hair and an emaciated physique, but alive and somewhat youthful. She lets out a dry groan as she sits up and lazily looks about the room. She touches her lips and spreads the lifeblood that was provided upon them, making sure to lick the material off her fingers.
Ew.
She then looks to her side to see Barvin standing there. She speaks in a somewhat hoarse voice, requesting more.
I give a questioning look to Selenora. Should I?
Selenora looks between Arvin and the vampire. She says, that is up to your judgment.
Okay. He slowly reaches out with a still bleeding hand. Don't bite.
The vampire pulls his hand close. When he says "don't bite," the vampire pauses for a moment before just gingerly bringing her lips to the bleeding wound to suck upon it.
I feel awkward watching a man get sucked off.
You see more vigor and life return to the body. No longer is the figure emaciated, but you have taken one more blood loss to your wounds.
Okay, I think that's enough.
Alright, you recoil against her strengthening grip. She seems reluctant to let you go, but does so as she hears Makaran's heavy tread approach. She breathes out, "Fine. Who is it that awakens me?" She says, before seemingly savoring the taste of blood on her lips.
My name is Arvin. We are the Seekers of Truth, and Sybil wanted to talk to you.
The vampire says, as she rises from her coffin in a somewhat unnatural manner, as if she were a puppet being held aloft by strings and not by natural force. She then turns about to look at the priestess. Am I to assume that you're Selenora? Sybil, of course, nods and says, I did wish to speak to you, to learn more about the era that you came from. The vampiress looks about and asks, and is the audience going to be staying here the entire time?
Yes.
Yeah.
The short-haired vampiress brushes her hair back and says, well, fine, I will tell you some about it. But first, before talking about my era, what precise details do you wish to know? I don't even know what year I am properly in right now.
To be fair, neither do we.
What is the year, at least according to our calendar?
You see, I did not quite prepare this much.
Couldn't have brought it up then.
Canonically, this definitely happens at least in the 2000s.
Well, let's say you give a good
We are in
year,
insert
whatever.
year here.
You're well, it's. I think Lucius would have the best track of the years. Following by the imperial calendar, this is uh, the year of 118. The reign of. Man, I remember these things so fondly, but I forget them now when it's important. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's the year, the 118th year of the Stellar Dynasty that rules over the Astran Empire right now.
Are they really that stellar?
Stellar.
I mean, Lucius got the post. They can't be that good.
Well, you're just a noble family. You're not an imperial family.
Yeah, but they let it happen, so you know. Anyway, it's year 10 before Lucius's ascension.
I see. That's how it is.
Optimistic.
All right. So You give a year, and she says, so we have Imperium person present. That is not quite how the. That's not how the people of Court Knox keep track of their years, but it makes some marker. She then says, well, back over 100 years ago, I suppose. I was on a journey with my retinue. Creatures of the night and all sorts. Gypsies guiding the way, keeping the sacred fogs from rendering my journey short. Into this cursed desert where the sun is the greatest tyrant of all. We went out to excavate and dig up remains of the long flame lost elven empires. For which,
Well, kind of out of nowhere, I have to go do some stuff, so I guess I'll talk to you guys later.
oh, you're already out. Okay.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
okay.
Real
Wow.
life magic
Take
Oh,
care.
unlucky.
limiting. Yep. See ya.
Man, he's off to play Magic the Gathering. What a faggot.
Something came up. I gotta go move furniture too, guys.
Okay, Wes.
Listen, just because you want to go do coat rack doesn't mean you should.
guys, I have to go drive to Arizona for no reason. Unrelated.
Unrelated.
Unrelated. Anyway, we were discussing vampire things with the vampire.
Yes, back then I was uncovering well, what I heard was an opening in the desert, to an underground, space where one could excavate ruins of the old Elvish Empire. Oh, I did, find such an entrance, long ago, and I've uncovered relics of the old elven royalty there. I believe I found a hammer before some traitors among my midst turned upon me. Those cursed by the powers of Akrat, I believe. To put a story short, I do not remember much before they put blade in my heart and put me into my first rest. Selenora looks about the room to gauge if anyone actually is maintaining interest in the things that the Vampiress is talking about.
Engage the vampiress? I suppose I can be, but
Man, it didn't even take a week.
It was a fortnight.
Alright, it did. Well, I mean, it didn't even take a week. It didn't even take a fortnight.
listen, I'm not engaged yet.
It will take a fortnight to get engaged.
Arvin is going to hold us his hand towards Chloe and motion for her. Point at the hand, not to asking for healing, while not trying not to interrupt the story she's telling.
I literally can't.
Man's just bleeding out here.
I mean, okay, if you want like a stop the bleeding type thing, sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's enough for now.
I can't help you.
I can't. Can't actually
Get-
bring your health up, though.
I think
Give him medical attention.
Yorn might still be asleep, so
Yeah.
Probably.
Asleep during
then
the
she's
whole
our
thing.
medic.
But Chloe has become interested in the history of her people in this land.
The vampiress talks further. So that is what I recall. It was several months of being underground in this split in the earth opened up by a quake not many years back to my memory. Where there were dead, burned trees and old ruins overtaken by sands and time. But I have not found much more than at least the height of the elven capital, if every knowledge I've been given is to be believed.
Do you think these relics still exist somewhere beneath the land?
Well, I found the hammer of the first king and queen of the elven people, the Thextun. But that is a relic that has lost a great deal of its power over the years. I was surprised I found it with as much power as it did. But I suppose you have some interest in learning about its location? If I were
We
to
do.
be awakened?
History
what
of
do you What do you say, Brett?
I said we do. Always good to know where relics are.
I know its location relative to Port Knox. A good 10 miles north into the desert after leaving the swamplands near that ogre homeland of Ogorok.
headphones disconnected themselves. I won't be able to hear anything for a minute.
Okay. Egg is gay, egg is gay, egg is gay, egg is gay.
Can we do that for a full minute?
I approve.
Right, can hear
Gay
again.
is gay. Dang it.
All right, so she goes into further detail about the journey and the trek into the midst of Marr to find the crevice. She says it was found someplace near the mountains in the land where giants roam, which brings it closer to Giarness in its border.
See.
Selenora then puts her hands together and she says, well, that does sound like a lot of good information for my friends that are good at gathering treasures. I do have some curiosity on what it's quite like being a vampire, but she looks to Sir Makaran and then to Lucius and friends, saying, I did also want to ask some personal details myself. Was there anything that you would wish to ask of this this Lady Erendiver?
Well, the obvious one. If we were to set you loose, what would your intentions be?
The vampiress, first taken aback by the fact that before being introduced, someone already knew her name. She then glances over Lucius's shoulder at a window, seeing the harsh sunlight. She then
Hold the
says,
curtains.
She then says, without good cover and nightfall, I wouldn't be able to trek from these lands. Not unless I could find some sorceresses that can provide enough cover for me to return to Court Knox and see the progress of things going on there. But I definitely sense the cursed presence of Akrat around this place.
Glare in the direction of Jordan through the wall.
One of our companions is a follower, and another is possessed.
You don't know that.
He literally
Possession
told
part.
us.
Oh, did he tell you? I can't
I'm
remember.
pretty sure he did. And also, we saw the fucking imp. And we saw him.
Yeah.
Fighting with his imp.
Yeah.
Yes.
You little shit.
That little red bastard.
You might also want to stay clear of the Dark Elves. They apparently had some plans with your body.
She somewhat derisively snorts. She says, by the smell of this place, they're not the only ones.
Lucius.
I don't smell that bad. Besides, if anything, I should smell nice. I had new shoes.
Well, yes, the acquaintances of our Dark Elf quote-unquote companion offered to buy your body.
I do not like to hear that I'm being treated as some piece of furnishings to deck out one's room with.
Ah,
He
shame.
holds up
There's a matter of
well, we didn't do it.
Ah, shame.
To class that as them treating you as furniture would be giving them too much credit. They undoubtedly had much more sinister plans.
The elf, the vampire elf, looks back at Selenora for a moment, then looks at the whole bunch of you. Though you ask of my plans, I believe until I get a lay of the land, I shall not be moving much from this location. Though I would wish to abscond from this place as soon as possible to find somewhere more hospitable to my complexion. I would say that if you were to find some kin from Court Knox, send them my way so I can find a safer trek home.
Honestly, Lucius is gonna pull Chloe and Arvin and basically everyone else aside and say that honestly, letting them come collect their own vampire is probably for the best.
Who's to say that when they get here, they're not only collector? It might be more than that. Frankly, I'm not convinced.
Look,
It's
I
a
already
matter-
pointed him towards the Dark Elves.
It's a matter for the Knights of. If they intend to kidnap others in this place, it's a matter for the Knights of Justice to handle. As for us, I think it would cause us the least trouble in the future if she were gone.
Perhaps, however, if we go to
That we
search out
agree.
the elven relics, would it not be beneficial to have her come along with us?
All we need her to do is mark a map. The Sybil can see exactly where we're going, probably.
Yes,
Well,
I
yeah.
believe we already have enough untrustworthy members in our group.
Well, she wouldn't be the least trustworthy.
For what it's worth, leaving her in Freeport doesn't seem like much of an option at the moment. What are the odds that a Courtnox delegation is even here?
I don't know.
Well, maybe we should wake up the other annoying vampire woman and see if she knows.
She's a dark elf, but
Point taken.
Yeah, dark elf, vampire. It's
Yes,
all the same to me.
please do not insult the white-haired lady with red eyes and pale skin.
emphasis on the pale skin, I imagine.
Yes.
And the red eyes. Those of you that are looking the way of Selenora and Erendiver, you see Selenora is holding Erendiver's hand for reading, but Erendiver
Fucking
is
lewd.
matching someone's gaze in your group the minute they look that way. Saying, as for delegations of my people, they would not come as formal ambassadors, if at all. Many roam from our lands as gypsy wanderers cursed with the wolf blood from the great lord. What did I say the last time? Is the great lord Mistmore.
Ah, werewolves? I might have a lead then.
Should ask my guild leaders too. If they're gypsies, the bards are probably at least somewhat acquainted with them.
There are supposed to be some werewolves in the dunes.
Those going to meet them can't hurt, provided Miss Ervinder stays put and doesn't go around biting people.
Or bites the correct people.
Not yet.
Just for fun.
Maybe in a fortnight.
Alright.
So the quest for getting the vampire the hell out of the city is basically do my quest. Nice.
Our job is to go find some Wolf Girl Strange.
They are not wolf girls.
So Wolf Sadler's original quest.
Yes, but also.
A bit too much wolf for my taste.
Macaron leaves the.
I figured it'd be a bit too much girl, but yeah.
Macaron leaves leaves the talking meeting from Selenora and Erendiver, leaving an eye upon them, saying, "While the vampires around here, I cannot join you in your journeys."
Yeah, makes sense.
I was about to ask him to stay behind and make sure the Sybil is safe.
Whatever you do next is up to your prerogative. I myself would wish to be rid of the vampire as soon as possible, with or without a safe return to wherever she came from. He then searches among his belongings for a minute and passes a scroll of paper to Lucius. And he says, I bequeath this upon you. I have spent much fortune in its crafting. The map we've spoken about. This shall help you find anything even without returning to Freeport.
This is a tremendous gift.
And if any of you are to fall in battle, not to be cured by the magics at your disposal, return here with all haste, and I can see what I can do.
Well, I think it's time we go ask any of our respective contacts about some wild wolf women.
God, you
well.
were less serious of a character. For personal reference, I don't hope.
Listen, Lucius is actually an entirely serious character. The horny bard thing is just an act to hide the fact that he has a revenge plot that involves taking over Freeport.
But he is eagerly anticipating a fortnight.
Look, out of character, because Lucius wouldn't say this out loud, but if he gets in good with the nobles of Courtnox, it certainly wouldn't hurt.
Why would you be anticipating Fortnite?
Because
Because he's
that
gonna
was
have
the
a number
prophecy.
one. No, because he's gonna have a number one victory royale.
All right. Yep. So you're now given the map. What is your next course of action? As it seems.
Does the map outline any anything new?
Let's see. On the map, I really have to switch to it to show off anything, but you know what, let's do that right now. Let's get these off the table. And you know what, just for extra safety, get you guys off the table.
It's off on the table.
All right, now
Forget some
Sally,
shiggles.
stop getting off on the table.
Can't help it. Furniture is my favorite
It's
thing ever.
difficult.
I just love furniture so much.
I bet.
Is that what you like, Sally?
No comment. No, it's because she's flat like furniture. That's why. That's the reason.
Okay, so
Something. Stop getting off on the table.
you see over here a new marking. So I'm drawing it myself, so it'll take a few seconds. Over there on the map, you see a symbol of a scythe, though it looks slightly faded on that section of map. Unlike the marker for the tents and the keep in the mountains off to the west. The tower upon your map appears somewhat faded as well. as well as the tree icon on the map. It just makes the palms go away. But you do not see anything relevant to the story that the Vampress spoke of involving the cavern in the desert where she found the elven ruins, nor do you see anything immediately indicating the location of those people from Court Knox.
Well,
Say, Arvin, you mentioned needing to find some werewolves.
yes, they were mentioned in the dunes.
Now the entire place is doing some more.
So it might be that one as well.
Any chance whoever sent you on this quest has some more specifics?
I should ask her, yes. It's suddenly gotten a lot more important.
I'll go check with my guild mistresses, just in
Mistresses.
case. The word gets around, and bards are usually the first to hear it.
Bards are normally the first people to get around, yes. Am I wrong?
No comment.
Alright, so you go off to your guilds. Does anyone join you on your venturings to the city?
You know, I bet the orc merchant probably heard something, if there was any talk as well. But
The ogre merchant that pickles for a living?
But we don't have a fellow to translate for us.
true. I guess we will just leave it as is.
Alright. So you venture forth first to the Marine Theater because it's pretty darn close by. You see Chalice on the stage. So you might need to actually have to speak to her sister while she's up there performing a ballad.
Enjoy the performance a bit before I head on in.
Yep, so you meet with Chell Marine inside, teaching someone how to properly play a horn. When she pauses to see that you've returned, she says, Arvin, or not, my apologies.
Damn, he gets
sorry.
around.
Yeah, he gets around. Lucius, what wonderful footwear you have on you. It really does.
Thank you. They're new.
Yeah, it really does well to first go on a long journey after attaining your boots. To return with stories of the places you've been and what you've found.
Speaking of long journeys, I came to ask about some information. Figured if anyone in the city knew, it would be the illustrious bard mistress.
You flatter me. Though you did go off on the town with my sister not too long ago. I heard from a few people you were enjoying yourself.
Enjoying myself.
No comment.
With her sister, huh?
Well, I have no idea. I was merely following her to the cobbler, Trust me, if I was enjoying myself with her, I would have invited you.
Roll speech. Just roll speech.
Damn it!
She laughs. What do you really want?
I need to ask about a certain, what would we call them, clan of traveling werewolves, gypsy werewolves, if you will.
Ah, so you're seeking the gypsy princess.
Not particularly the princess, but I have need of their people, I suppose.
I just thought because there has been a song that's popular recently about a gypsy princess cursed to turn to a wolf after one day performing for a vampire noble.
Ooh, do tell me more.
I mean, it's a story without an end so far. Though many people have written their own endings. Her curse hadn't been sealed away by a true love's kiss, or that a brave knight has gone out and obtained a cursed paw to steal away the curse from her. Some stories such as those. Though, what is constant, of course, is the fact that there is a gypsy princess that exists, and that she sought to escape the lands of vampires by going north into the desert. Many travelers from abroad often seek the oasis if they escape from the city life. But if they are truly cursed by wolf's blood, they're not likely to remain around normal townsfolk. Now, are you seeking this illustrious storied figure?
I suppose they would be the one I'm after then.
Well, I
I'll
can
write a.
guess.
I shall write a
about-
ballad when I find them.
I do hope you would. But I heard they're quite beautiful, and you seem to be quite taken with my sister. Hope you haven't been putting any moves upon anyone.
This is strictly business. Well, as strictly business as it can be with those of our persuasion.
Certainly only rumors, I can assure you.
Speaking of, would you know where this oasis is? Maybe the best place to start looking.
Why, certainly. The Oasis is a township on the way to Diarnes. I believe it's on the northern split of the road heading to the northwest.
You have been helpful as ever, Guildmistress.
Though I suppose it is the most I can do for a star student. Though I should box you upon the ears for what you've said earlier.
Perhaps I deserve it, but another time.
I will graciously accept such an invitation. Now, if you do return with such stories, I may forget about a little punishment for you.
Lucius is gonna do a performer's bow and then see himself out of the room.
Did she
Exit
just,
stage left.
Did she just tell you to get it on with the wolf girl? Werewolf?
Listen, she told me specifically to get a good story out of it.
Hmm.
In any case, we know where to start looking at the very least.
You know one such place, yes.
Yes. Anyone else have any people they want to check up with?
Yes, Arvon could probably ask his guildmaster for more information.
All right. Ask his guildmaster for the information. I'm gonna put her back on the table again. You return to the Port Authority building to see where Porta is. You see her with her up to her elbows soaked in blood as she seems to be skinning a large boar.
Huh, neat.
Upon seeing you, she says, Lucius.
I see.
Perfect.
That's just how it is. Arvin, you've returned.
Is everyone get around to the city?
Arvin, I was not expecting your return so soon. I do not believe you've completed your assignment as of yet. But what do you request of me?
True, I haven't completed as of yet, but matter in concerning the werewolves you mentioned has come up, and it's a bit more urgent than I would like. So, could you please give me some more information about possible locations for this group of wolf people?
She pulls her hands out of the boar's guts and drops a knife on the table. She looks at the carnage for a moment before looking back and says, I do not know much. I just heard about them from some songsters that were about. I personally have put a little bit of thought into them after hearing about their presence being seen from people of the Adventurers Guild nearby. I did hear that they would be traveling along the southern road, or at the very least, not far off of it.
Southern Road, okay.
Yes, that was the place where they were seen last, as I recall. They set up such beautiful tents, is what one of the adventurers I heard speak. Blue and yellow striped things.
Do you happen to know where they are from?
I do not know where exactly they are from, but I heard they were somewhat beautiful people with black hair and white skin. Leads me to believe that they're from Cornox, so they could be the werewolf people.
That is very helpful. My thanks.
She asks, do you wish to stay and help me with this?
He holds up his hand. That's probably bandaged by now. I think I would rather let this one heal for now.
Your guild mistress shrugs before going back to healing back Boarhide.
Well, if things go well, next time I'm in a city, I will have completed the task you've given me, or maybe I'm dead. Anyways, I will see you around.
Yeah, take care not to die.
I'll do my best.
All right. So you have gathered some information.
Okay.
Anyone else have anyone they can ask? Anyone else want to ask anyone? Suppose that's a no.
Oh, I guess if you want to reveal your plans to Yorn, she can always go to her guild folk.
We can
She's
abduct
asleep.
Yorn, but I'm sure she'll just complain about just killing the vampire right then and there.
Possibly so. After you've done absconding with her apparently large wardrobe that she allegedly possesses.
I didn't steal a thing from her.
Oh, it's all imaginary clothing.
The bard
Ah.
wishes it were imaginary clothing.
It is imaginary because I ain't fucking seen it.
All right.
Of
So
course, why
what-
would the bard bother when the guild mistresses are right there?
All right. So you have some information and some courses of action you can take. What do you decide to do?
I think we should prepare for a journey.
Could you show the
Sounds
map
like it.
again?
Certainly can. It is well within the realm of things I can possibly do.
Is it in the realm of things you're likely to do, though?
Do I want to be doing such a thing? I don't think so.
So the oasis is already marked. That's very nice.
The southern road was mentioned, so I'm guessing this one.
You know, there's orcs here, which we hadn't cleared out, so they probably moved, right?
Depends. They might have taken over someone else's camp. And it's not like
If
they're
that's
craftsmen.
possible, that could. Yeah, if that's possible, there could be issues with us people.
People.
Well, I know they're gypsies, but come on. The wolf girl part's got to count for something.
So my information points towards this area, right?
Is that area?
Well,
Or is it
she
like
said
this
southern road.
area?
So either that or that, yeah.
And meanwhile, Trellis's information was this road.
Right, so we got to make our way towards the oasis, most likely.
Well, according to my guild master, the most recent sighting was on the southern road, so... No idea which information is more accurate.
Well, it may be that they're wandering even now and not sticking to any one place in particular.
Bruh.
And in such a
Mhm.
case, it may be better that you make them a secondary objective.
Maybe.
Now, that being the
Which,
case,
with the primary objective being, where exactly was this alleged elf ruin?
You do not know, but well, you
Well,
do
we
not know
can
specifics, but you
guess
know
just about, right? Yeah.
the location would be. How the fuck did I move this thing again? Oh yeah, it's not movable. That's why I don't like this tool.
Haha.
And what is this?
That's the scythe he marked last time we saw the map.
How long would a full circuit, like, say we go there, head up that, then go here?
Uh, 2 weeks, maybe more.
Considering, like, this is half a day of just travel, this would be around half a day to get the scythe area, and half a day back to the road, because the road is probably faster than just walking.
Gotta
Another
keep writing
half.
in this.
Yeah, that's around a week of travel if we account for not walking the whole time, probably,
So
right?
the locations of interest were there, there, and there.
Well, we can't we might not want to specifically go hunting for the gypsies because they're moving. So we may as well look to accomplishing other tasks. I know Rama has some beef with the orcs because he wants some of their belts.
Do we have anything that we need to do related to the ocean? Because I know I need some loot from the ocean.
Not right now.
Not currently, which is unfortunate.
Yep, the time to go to the ocean was when you were dealing with the crocs.
I mean, we could walk this road and then back and
It's
make
probably
a
a
slight
few
detour to
days.
the ocean.
The problem with that is that there's not really that many points of interest in that road. I think we're better
Well,
off doing
maybe.
this and then heading up the orc camp and then going back. Gonna do something like that.
I'm definitely sure that we should deal with the orc camp.
Yes, because it is by all likelihood a gypsy camp that they took over rather than an orc camp in itself, right?
Yes, probably. But this route I suggested because I was told they're on the southern road, maybe. So
In that case, we take the road. We start going towards the orc camp because that's likely where we'll learn more, and then we can plan from there, right? Either continue the loop, check this road, then go down here to pass by the ocean for Chloe's thing, if she can find anything of use there.
There's
yeah, sounds
also
reasonable.
there's also some things you've heard from your bard winches about the ending of the story.
Some sort of cursed claw, or possibly a true love's kiss. So find Wolfgall, throw Arven at her.
I mean, it's always better to have the backup plan of finding whatever other item they were speaking of.
Problem is, I don't
We
think
have
she dreamed
absolutely
anything
no
about
leads
it.
for that.
Yeah, the Sybil didn't dream anything about a claw of any sort, as far as we're aware. I imagine we're planning all of this in the fucking guild headquarters, right?
Yep. But she did.
We can't just ask her.
But she does still have dreams of the Crimson Mist and that keep in the mountains.
Hmm.
Yeah.
She says though something was stolen from there.
Stolen from there. Okay.
Well, if it was stolen from there, there's not really much of a point going there, is there?
Well, we might find out what was stolen.
Yeah, but if it's already stolen, how's that going to benefit us?
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. We might maybe find a clue to where whatever stolen was taken and what it is, but
Or
as
why
it
would be
stands, I think evil scythe with magical power is definitely a more solid clue than spooky.
Well, the symbol on the map is faded. You don't know what that means yet, but a couple other symbols on your map are faded as well.
Yeah, those two, for example.
Aren't they faded?
Yep.
If they're faded, which was the third faded one? Because it's the croc and the undead.
The scythe.
So probably not there anymore. The orc camp isn't faded, right?
Nope.
Let's deal with that first, and then we'll see how we're doing afterwards, whether we can keep traveling, whether we need to go right back to deal with our wounds, whether we can find any information about who they took the camp from, etc., etc.
Yeah. I think that's the best course of action we have.
Yeah, charting a course with half-baked information isn't gonna be all that useful.
Good thing you're
Beyond knowing
adventurous
where to
and
go. Yeah.
You go off on less than half baked information normally. Or
Well,
sometimes
the orc
information's
thing-
fully baked. All right.
Is that how the Sybil of Marr got her power? It got baked enough?
She's not die. All
I
right. So,
see.
what's your route for you to go to the orc camp? Doing a straight shot, or are you making detours along the way?
Well, there's not anything we should detour to, as far as I'm aware, because it's the first thing that we haven't cleared close to us.
So basically that route.
Yeah.
Or that.
No, I really can't wait to kill these Sarks.
Yeah, the Sarks.
I do think we might want to just hit up the crossroads here, because I imagine it's not just a place where the road splits off. I imagine there's something there, right?
That you can
An
imagine.
ambush.
So.
An ambush.
Possibly an ambush. Possibly just a merchant caravan thingy. Who knows?
Yeah, but if we historically look at the crossroads, it seems to be the place where you can get the most bang for your buck. All the merchants must pass through there to get to certain places and cross the junctions. So if there is an orc camp nearby, as we see, then I assume it will be a place that they're lying in wait to
Okay.
to steal.
How could be a gas station if there's no Jews there?
Gas
sorry.
stations are run by Middle Easterners.
No,
It's
sorry.
perfectly reasonable to be a gas
Sorry,
station.
sorry, it's a petrol station.
Ah, petrol station. Got it. It's Indians. Okay.
Sir,
Sark.
do not redeem.
Sark, do not redeem.
Do not redeem.
Okay. You begin your
goods.
journey going westward. Sorry, I just had to save the lines in the map, so I'm just gonna press build again.
I hate
Hopefully
Sarks.
packed up enough rations before we took off.
I can conjure food. I
Yeah, but I don't
assume
want to deal with I don't want to deal with having no rations if you die.
that would be a problem for you guys. Not for me though.
It
Well,
would be a
they-
problem for you.
They'd have to drag your body back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd be dead. I wouldn't care.
I'm gonna say Arvin Kun get some medical from the Dark Elf eventually. Or do I leave the Dark Elf and Rama behind? No, that'd be cruel.
Take him with us.
Look, I think we can trust the dark elf with us more than
More
with
than
the
we-
vampire.
Yeah, because knowing the Dark Elf, she could very easily convince Sir Makaran that, you know what? This whole vampire quest isn't worth it, just hand him over. Because he's already leaning on that side, I think.
Alright, so for the first
And just throw her in a bag and just carry her off.
Alright, for the first 4 hours, you're subjected to the grumblings of your Dark Elf compatriot as night begins to fall and you approach the
Night
one
of Marr?
several crossroads in the desert. You find the place where 3 dunes part ways, where 3 roads meet between them. And the relative shade of the dunes, there are some tents set up, but they seem long abandoned. It seems to be something of a regular campsite for travelers, but it is not in use. The tents are made of a fiber commonly found in the desert, and it is not even dyed any particular color. It just is more of a ashen gray.
Hold on, wait. What skill do I have on this? Hold on. Can I use history? Would history work? To know that this was made by Sarks?
Okay, yeah, you can roll history.
Yeah,
You
alright.
succeed. Sarks don't have any crafting skill.
Oh, sweet.
They are
This
cursed
is not made
people.
by Sarks. Oh wait. Is or isn't made by Sarks?
Is not.
Is not okay. Fair enough.
But you're slightly certain that if Sarks have been through the area, they have definitely killed anyone that was just simply resting here. If they were insignificantly guarded. Insufficiently.
Yeah. Some remnants of growth here. Could be an attack. Some leftover scraps left behind.
Arvin, could you have your dog sniff the area for us? Pick up any sense?
Sure.
Roll survival.
Not perception.
Yeah, that works well enough. Yep. So the wolf looks around. He catches a few scents. Any particular trail you're intent on following? Because there does seem to be a trail about 2 days old that goes clearly through the through this campsite, but they do not go along the road. They cross it in a perpendicular nature. So that'd be that the tracks travel this way.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. That way.
Anything that smells somewhat similar to wolves.
You don't get that much information from Sarin.
Hmm. She's supposed to be a smart one.
You also find several tracks, at least 3 days old, traveling along this length of road. It appears that rumors have traveled fast about about some orcs being nearby, as less travelers have been making it out of the immediate west of Freeport.
Which road?
The the road you came in from.
Ah, okay. Okay. I'll be relaying the information for the tracks that lead towards this direction.
Certainly not where the map went. Might be worth taking however long to check it out.
It's definitely going to take a few days, yeah.
Well, it's late in the day and night's almost fallen. Do you go in that direction until nightfall, or do you just camp here?
Are we
Hmm.
currently at the camp or are we still at the crossroads?
The camp is at the crossroads.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Well,
We
take it
probably
you.
don't want to. Probably
When
want to
traveling to the desert, you should travel at night.
True.
Travel at night would be dangerous, no? If the temperature drops heavily in the desert, unless we are properly prepared with the right materials and clothing and warmth, we surely succumb to the environment itself.
Yes, but you don't need as much water.
I'm
Remember
not sure
the
if
color water
the
too?
trade-off outweighs the risk.
Yeah, not everyone here is requesting frequently to drink Chloe's bathwater. Sorry, Chloe's
Who the
conjured
hell?
water.
Who the hell is requesting that?
Well,
And not looking at Lucius.
Lucius hasn't requested any bathwater.
I don't know why you'd consider conjured water, Leslie. It's just water.
Strange that you brought this bath to belong to Conjured, though.
Okay, so follow the several day old tracks or head towards the orcs.
What are the odds that if we don't go towards the orcs are going to come towards us?
I'd say likely.
It's a big place. But if we are on the road, maybe.
Well, let's hunt down the orcs. There's always a bounty on them, right?
Yes, any chance to kill Sarks, I am all willing to.
Sarks?
Sarks.
What?
Indeed.
What classifies a sark from a regular orc?
Well, they live in the sand, therefore they are Sarks.
I see.
Ah,
They're
I
not
see.
land
I
sarks?
thought you meant something like sarks with the red point on the forehead.
No, nothing like that. It is simply, how you say, a slur.
I see.
Slur?
I didn't know you were trained in the bardic arts.
I dabble here and there. It is
Slur.
more a personal personal endeavor.
Your pronunciation is not slurred.
Interesting.
All right. So, do you make rest here, or just continue going into the night, following the orcs?
Do we have any
Well-
guesses as to how close they are?
At least another 4 to 5 hours.
Well,
In
I
that case, we should
suppose-
rest here
Yeah.
because we would prefer to fight at night on account of
At night or during the day?
Yeah, wait,
at
what
night.
time is
I
it now?
think.
It's like midday or.
It's evening.
Wait, do orcs see in the dark?
Well, if it's evening, then we should go now, because then it'll be
Yeah,
night
yeah,
by the time
yeah.
we get there.
Oh, most of us have issues seeing in the dark.
Bjorn has absolutely no problem seeing in the dark. The rest of you
Yes.
lot do.
Yes, one
Uh,
of 5 will benefit. 4 of 5 will be impeded by it.
Well, I can always conjure some flames to give us a little bit
Or
of
6.
light, but it would do us.
I mean, we already
great
fought at night
service.
during the. We already fought at night during the undead tower thing.
I thought that was
that
was
evening.
just that evening.
Well, it would do us great service to overtake them while they're unaware at night, and if they are in a large enough encampment, then I would assume they would have some sort of torch or light or campfire, at least illuminating some part.
In any
of
case,
their base.
in any case, we don't know how many of them there are, so stealth is preferable.
Yes, I would agree with that. And
Alright.
then once we dispatch all of the disgusting sarks, then we can take over their camp and rest there for that night.
Night
Very
falls
simple.
and travel becomes a exercise in trust, following the directions of Yorn, who along the way has many derisive words about it's great to travel at night, but to travel so long, my feet ache, and I have to bear the unbearable elven smell that surrounds us.
Stick
And
tongue
then-
out and turn back around.
All right, and when you stop, you see a. Well, actually, you don't see much, but some of you see a light off in the distance between a set of dunes. Yorn does notice it, and there you see. All the text is still there. In the dark, you see a set of palisades and aged timber holding up some long stretched cloth material making up buildings in the middle of this desert. Let's see, it's nighttime, so many will be gathered near the fire and the flames, for which we carry on.
Here we found the
I hate
right
you.
place. These people seem way too good looking to be orcs.
Oh, that's the product of AI generation. But
No,
they
it's,
are
it's the
nevertheless
product-
just as filthy.
It's the product of the desert. This is just what you look like if you travel every day in the desert.
They are nevertheless just as filthy and disgusting.
What
We
the
must
fuck
eliminate
is?
them.
Stop using that tool. You're causing errors in
What
the
tool?
script.
What
Hey.
tool?
What tool?
You had some collision
Wait.
tool on.
What? I just had the pen tool.
Hmm.
No, you're running through all this, knocking the guy
What?
aside.
How am I I'm
wait,
colliding with
maybe
you
it's
on
me.
the camera?
Wait, are you sure it's
What?
not me? I was looking in the houses. Is this fucking it up?
Oh yeah, someone is bumping everything though.
Huh?
Weird.
I think it's me. I was looking in the houses.
Oh
I
no,
was
all of
thinking
you
for-
are.
What the fuck?
Huh?
Collision function. Yeah, because my screen is covered with fucking red text because the
Oh.
pointers keep causing objects to act as if the pointers have collision.
Wait, really?
Yes.
What the fuck?
like-
How?
Why did
Dragging
that
our
happen?
mouse through the thing causes collision? That's hilarious.
No, I saw it. I'm not sure why it happened, but
What?
Okay,
I
yeah,
can't-
it
I
caused,
can't
it
see
caused the
it.
map script to break too.
I can't.
You post a screenshot of the error? I want to see
Dude.
what was complaining.
Truly, this game is. There's nothing wrong with it.
Huh?
Working as intended. Truly is all working as intended.
Okay, all reloaded. So there's no air text now, but yeah, okay. So whatever the fuck was going on is not going on anymore.
So if I move my mouse to it, doesn't fuck it up now?
Nope. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So you see a camp where you have several orcs about a fire. You hear fighting, rage, and laughter in equal measure. They are primitive people. They have little guards, except for ones of what seems to be low status. Should be. You would be approaching this camp from this direction. You see fortifications, and with your level of vision, which is next to nothing in the darkness, you don't know what numbers you're facing.
well, we can probably hear him though, right?
You can hear that there are many, but you do not know the number.
Well,
Rama would helpfully say that there's more than 3.
more than 3 is actually a number we might not be able to handle. I think.
Hmm.
Well, how
What
many
do we
was it
do?
last time? It was only like 6 or so.
5 or 6,
Yes,
yeah.
but we had Makarin last time with us. Even if he wasn't too helpful, he was still backup.
I don't know how that vector line ended up like that, Bird.
Yeah, there's weird collision when it comes to these objects.
Let's.
I can't even recreate it.
Done. Okay.
And let's try to get the guards away and taken care of first before we
Hitman
before
style.
we engage the main group.
Do we want to fight today, or do we wait for Kodrick and Invader next week?
Yeah, we could wait for next week.
What do you mean? We're playing
No, we could wait for next week.
next week.
No, we could wait for next. We could.
Well,
wait for next week.
assuming Sally isn't
Okay.
there.
She
We are
probably
short.
would
It's-
be.
Assuming Sally isn't there, we're playing Day of the Damned anyway.
Yeah, true.
Mm,
Bright said that he wanted to kick her if she wasn't there.
I did say that, and I do consider doing so. However, we could wait for next week.
And nothing interesting is going on here. We can do Day of the Damned next week.
Well, I suppose we're fighting this week. Onwards.
Well, in that case, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
If do you guys need an AFK break?
Yeah, let me grab
Sure.
some pizza. I got pizza.
Grabbing some water.
fall back, and all right. So you see the orc camp. You see that orcs are out and about, even with the level of human vision that most of you have. And by most of you, I mean anyone but Yorn. Only Yorn has dark vision.
In the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, there is only Yorn.
God, I hope not.
That would suck for everyone.
How many bones can...
I cannot imagine the entire universe having fake dark elf tits.
How many bones can she animate at once?
One.
Just one bone?
Yes.
It's kind of impressive that she can move the skeletons then. You gotta do it like claymation.
She can move one animated corpse. And that is it.
Okay. Well, I think we should take care of the guards first. Remind me, do orcs have night vision?
Yes.
Damn
I
it.
see.
Advantage theirs.
In every sense, it doesn't seem like fighting them at night is a good
Yeah.
plan for us.
Yeah.
I figured it'd have more lighting around, but you know.
I have the sun. Maybe I can blind them. I don't know. Make it nice and bright for us, and have it like, I don't know, beam one
See,
of them to death.
well, we could just wait, right?
Right outside their camp.
I mean, we could back off and wait. Yeah. No reason for us to wait right outside their camp if the situation here seems untenable.
Well, we do have range advantage. It seems they're a bunch of dumb idiots. We could just have them funnel into us. And
Actually, what range attacks do we have? Our magic is all very short range, and I think everyone else is melee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a person.
oh yeah, I only got
just
50.
a bow.
Oh, I only have 15 feet. I forgot. Shit.
Don't let Jack know.
I hate you. I hate you.
You're welcome.
Or we could wait till they go to bed, and then pick off the guards, and then.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should pick off the guards, but do they look like the type of people who would go to bed?
Well, the guards know. The rest of them may be. They have to sleep at some point, right?
Do they?
Yeah, but so do we.
Humanoid, I would assume they do.
Also, yeah, that's correct. So do we.
And you've been
We can sleep
traveling
after
all
we
day
kill them.
for
Yeah.
We have been traveling all day, and these guys seem to be having a fucking blast rather than trudging through the desert. That being said, they don't seem like they don't seem like they built this themselves, right?
It's primitive. They probably maybe could have.
Well, even if they could have, it would have taken them quite a bit of time. They're not just gonna up and move it, are they?
No.
I mean, we know where they are. Let's just go set up our own camp and come to this when we have better visibility, I suppose.
On the other side of the dune, so we're at least breaking line of sight.
Probably at least a few dunes away. Maybe come back.
Unless
on.
We could pick a few of them off, right? Then leave.
Probably put them on alert, though.
I think
We
they
don't
would
want them to be on alert.
Well, if they have
Well,
dark vision,
I'm
I think
thinking.
they would just chase
Yeah,
us down if
they have dark
picked a few
vision.
off. We have to kill them all at once, or quietly one by one.
The camp's too small for us to just quietly go through and pick them off one by one.
Yeah, also, I'm not convinced that I can quietly kill people.
Probably Probably we camp, come back at the crack of dawn when they're most likely to be asleep, and try and surprise them.
I suppose. Well, off
I'm
we
cool
go
with that.
to
Yeah, I'm
make
okay
our
with
own
that plan.
camp with blackjack and one hooker. I'll leave that to the imagination.
It's
And
it's
just-
true.
almost like that.
Inshallah.
All right. So what are you doing?
Waiting till day, and by waiting, going off and camping till day.
All right,
Going
so
off
you
like a
travel
kilometer.
travel another couple hours, so you're
Or like
to a point
not
where you're
that long, just
Okay, then you travel an hour away to the point that you're somewhat confident that the orcs won't ever
Yes.
patrol around.
Yeah.
Okay, so nighttime comes. Morning time arises. Actually, let me roll that. Okay, in the night you hear wolf howls off in the distance.
Isn't that what we're looking for?
Maybe. But
Oh,
it's
the
a
what
good
are we
lead.
looking for?
wolves
house.
or werewolves.
Well, it's a fucking desert. I doubt there's gonna be regular ass wolves.
Hmm.
No, there well could be.
Surely there'd be what, coyotes, hyenas, something of that sort.
Hyenas, lions, and tigers and bears. Oh my!
Depend on the desert. But
There are hyenas in this desert.
Mm.
What are the wolves?
Knowledge of nature can tell you.
Arvin, are there wolves in this desert?
Do I have nature?
do I have
I have +3.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, I have +2.
Are you fucking
4.
kidding me?
There are wolves
Trash.
everywhere. Everywhere has wolves.
Basically true.
Of course there are wolves in the desert. Do you see someone?
Shit, keck.
You know what? Fair. I hadn't considered it. Well, if there are wolves here, I doubt we can stay hidden from them as well as we can stay hidden from the orcs.
So, do we assume that they are wolves, or do we check it out in case they are the werewolves?
Oh, if there
Hey,
are
we gotta
wolves out
check it
here,
out.
perhaps we can.
We gotta check it
bait-
out. Like, a pack of wolves has gotta be an easier fight than a pack of orcs, at the very least.
Or perhaps we can bait the orcs out, send a few
No.
members to go on a little hunt. If they see a lone wolf running around in the desert, and they
Saran is not bait.
no, why not? Saran's fast enough.
It's true, but Saran is friend, not bait.
Yeah, friends can be bait. They just need the right motivation.
You could send your little imp as a bait.
I do not control when he comes here, and I do not control what he does.
Surely, if we're looking for something to bait, a walking pile of bones is perfect wolf bait.
Bait for the wolves, yes, but I was talking about the
Oh yeah,
Sarks.
but walk the wolves directly into the orc camp.
It's not a bad idea, but I do not know if wolf would outrun the skeleton would outrun the wolves. I'd have to be very close.
True.
Well,
But we
I
don't
guess
know if
the
a
next
wolf
thing
will
would be the
outrun the
matter
wolves.
would be the matter of finding a pack of wolves in the first place. Might
Oh, we
prove
have to.
difficult.
We have to go find them anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, so find the wolves, lure them with the bone men into the camp over who knows how far a distance. Have them fight each other, clear up the scraps, and 2 birds, 1 stone.
Hopefully, unless a better
Well,
plan presents itself.
well,
That'll be
Unfortunately, not
Doesn't
everything
seem
goes to plan. We might find our little bone man here torn to pieces before he can even take 2 steps.
true, but Yorn can just summon another.
Yes, but then we would be fighting wolves by themselves and then the orcs by themselves.
Beats fighting both of them together, or simply attacking the orcs right now, doesn't it?
I certainly don't see too much of a difference, but if you think we can do it, then I guess we might as well give it a try. I don't lose anything by this. It's only Yarn that loses loses anything from this.
Oh, off to find the wolves then.
All right. So in the middle of the night, you break camp to find the wolves, or
Crack of dawn.
okay, the crack of
I feel
dawn.
like-
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. So you venture off into the direction where you believe the wolves were. And this path takes you into a northward direction. Someone in the group roll perception.
I got
Alright.
+2.
+3? Yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
Wow, that was
Jesus.
What is
Shit.
with our rolls?
Son of a
What is
bitch!
with my roll? I don't know
No.
why. I make a character with good perception, and the dice say no.
Well, you wander off in the northwards direction for a few hours. Finding nothing but the results of sand in a desert. Let's see. Someone has a marker. Let's use Lucius. So you had camp
party
here
pace.
and you moved up that way. Trying to find wolves, but you found nothing in your search that way. Which direction would you travel to search further?
Are there any signs of wolves anywhere?
Your person in charge of perceiving did not perceive any.
Oh, then we're out of luck, I think. We just pick a direction and wander, right?
Wandering in the desert sounds like a great idea. Let
Mm,
me
it
really
refer to my
doesn't.
friend Moses.
Listen, he took 40 years and he came out fine.
40 years for a trip that should have taken 3 days. Man, where have I heard that before?
Well, if there's no wolves, I suppose we could just go back to the orc camp. But
Bro.
we're achieving nothing right now because I don't think we have the manpower to do anything.
We're just ping-ponging around. I mean...
Yeah, those orcs have to eat, right?
Yep, they have to eventually go out and try raiding people.
Yeah, they're gonna send out a hunting party, and we can probably deal with a hunting party better than we can deal with all of them at once, right?
Huma. That would be the case, I suppose.
What's the closest raidable place? The tents that we know of.
oasis.
Well, let's make our way there then.
Let's journey to the oasis. Refresh ourselves.
All right.
Rest
Deciding
up.
to follow the map, you travel northwards until you hit road, and then travel westward. It takes a good spate into the evening for you to arrive at the township of Oasis. You see members of the Freeport militia standing guard, much more alert than the people that guard the gates of the township. They don't even mention the thought of asking for tax as you and yours approach in the city, in the town limits.
What a lovely place.
There's no taxes here.
That's perfect.
We found Utopia, boys.
No Jews, no taxes. God, this is a wonderful place.
Well, one leads to
no
the other
tax.
usually.
Well, you find this place is a small smattering of village built around a single oasis for which many houses are clustered near, but there are still dottings of square sand brick houses on the township's periphery. This place is not as large or as market driven as Freeport is, as it seems to be they're living simple lives, having flocks of animals shepherd here to sustain themselves in this desert that feast upon the brush around this place and drink from the waters of the oasis itself. A rocky formation seems to split the oasis itself into two parts. One is clearly where the civilized place is, where people drink from the water that ends up in the basin, and there's a portion higher up into a more jagged area that just stands out in the desert, where water naturally comes from a underground reservoir, but filling in a higher up area. To explain that, it's more like so you got like township around in this area, the oasis, and then there's something like a mountain and water pours down into the oasis. All right,
Interesting
now,
geography.
and now that you're
Well,
in the township, what do you see?
Let's look around for signs of people. Ask about any orc raids they've had recently, etc., etc.
Yep, you look around, you find what seems to be a guard off duty because his helmet is removed. You approach him asking about orcish raids, and he says those green-skinned fucks come here all the time, at least once a month. Some of them get brave and start throwing torches at houses. Others, more cowardly lot, just steal sheep from the pastures.
How long has it been since the last time?
A few weeks. We've been preparing for it, but orcs aren't the most punctual sorts.
We saw them having a bonfire our travels yesterday. Might be a bad sign.
You saw orcs in the desert. Where is their? Do you know where their camp is?
Uh, Lucius is gonna just roughly point at the map.
The
About
guard.
there.
The guard looks at the map and all the curious drawings upon it. He says, "I see. Well, this is good news to hear. They often come from any direction in the desert. They seem to have a good lay of the land out here. Were I not guarding, I'd be commanding a score of men to go stomp out some orcs. I couldn't convince you to convince you lot to draw some orcs out and kill them for me, kid. Could I?
We considered it, but we believe they outnumbered us. Not that we could see, mind.
Well, rational decision.
Say, we are looking for a group of travelers. Does the moniker of Gypsy Princess ring a bell?
Oh yeah, we had a bard coming weeks past from Diarness. Came singing songs about the gypsy princesses.
Wait, multiple?
Yes. The way I heard it when I spoke to him, the folk around here call him Two Tone. Good old Two Tone spoke about his songs and his inspiration. In regard to the song about the gypsy princess, he mentioned a group of gypsies out in the desert, the great majority of them being women. I believe there was only one man folk among them, and he was the elderly sort, is how he described it.
Is Two Tone still around here somewhere?
Oh, no, he went off far east, Seabrook way. He said he's going to stop off in Freeport.
Hmm. Well,
But if it's about wanderers you're looking for, I believe I heard signs about black-haired folk off in the desert.
that does sound like them.
Several folk came into town early this morning, in fact. A couple of ladies of black hair wearing loose clothing. They came to bathe in the waters of the oasis before going off to the southwest.
How long ago was this?
This morning.
Oh,
Southwest, you said? Anything of note in that direction?
Not to my mind. I know the orc camp that you spoke about is off to the south. Yeah, it's nothing but desert down there. I could always check around to see if anyone talked to the girls instead of ogling at them.
I suppose we should. try to ask a bit more information before heading out. Would hate it if the orcs got their hands on them, though.
Yeah, there's an inn in town if you wish to visit. If anyone was just hanging around the town, relaxing before returning to travels, that'd be the place they'd be sharing stories at.
I'll go check it out. Thanks for the help.
The man nods before seemingly just wandering his way over to the oasis itself.
So let's go visit the inn he talked about.
All right. It's a short trek over to the inn, where you find a good load of people taking their minds off their day's travels. This two-story building has most of its residents on the upper floors. Behind a bar counter in the building is a grizzled-looking man with short gray hair and well-tamed mustache, wearing a leather apron as he tends to his counter. All around, you see various sorts of folks, even armed adventurers such as yourself.
Greet the innkeeper. Order whatever it is he serves there, and ask him about the two gypsy women that were here.
Right, he offers for a silver 6 cups of fermented goat milk.
It'll do. Lucius just drops 10 copper on the table.
All right. He gets you the beverages that he pours from lambskin into some horn mugs for you. Then passes them around. And he says, what was that you said about some gypsy?
We heard two of them were in town earlier. One was hoping to get some more information on them.
Oh, yeah? I'd heard about some black-haired women
Those
not
be
too
the
long
ones.
ago. Yeah, heard a couple of them were bathing in the oasis, had their shirts off, and the local boys were looking at them real close like. Though I did hear that the old shepherd John had spoken to one of them before about where they're from and if they're going on to DRNS next. From what I heard of them, they're traveling under the guidance of their chief or something. These two came into the town for a change of pace, gathering water and such. They said they were off to find something, an object hidden in ruins somewhere.
And this John fellow you spoke of, where is he now?
Tim
you
and his
know.
flock, the northern reaches out of the oasis. That's where he has his pasture.
Well, Lucius gonna finish the glass of milk,
All right.
and thank the man and head off that direction. As for the rest of the party, they're free to do what they want. They could
Probably
have a
just-
whole they could have a whole ass beach episode while he's looking for information.
just follow along. I guess.
Yeah, Arben is also coming along.
Jordan would prefer to stay inside while it's still light out, but I guess she'll come along.
Damn, just skipping the beach episode, huh?
Yes. There's
Well,
no
you don't-
beach here, technically.
You don't want to have more tales about women just taking their tops off at the Oasis. All right, so you head on to the northern area of town. You find many such outlying sandstone buildings. One of which you assume to be the farmhouse pasture that was spoken of. You do see a flock of sheep roaming, sheep and goats walking about in the low brush of this section of the desert before the sun falls down in the sky.
Whistle as loudly as possible to try and get whoever exists here's attention.
All right, roll performance check.
And
You perform a loud whistle. After a brief period of time, the door to the farmhouse opens. You see a man with very little hair on his head. Much of it is gray wisps on the sides of the scalp. He comes forward, partially toothless, speaking to you. What you listening for, son?
you must be Pastor John.
That would be me, yeah.
We heard you had talked to some black-haired women who passed through here.
Yeah, what of it?
We're trying to track them down. Well, them and their caravan specifically.
Oh yeah, they take something of yours?
No, but well, we have a favor to ask of them.
He looks at you quizzically. Alright, not gonna butt into some stranger's mess, but why you seek me out?
Well, we heard you were the last one to talk to them. We were hoping you maybe knew where they went.
Well, they told me they was following the direction of their chief going southwestward.
Southwestward. You know this land pretty well. Anything of interest in that direction?
Well, heard adventuring types saw ruins in the sand, but they'd been pillaged near ages ago.
I see. Well, it's
Only thing else in that direction I know, aside from Palm Tunnel, off to the west. Maybe there's something in the mountains they're looking for. I don't know.
well, you've been rather helpful. Apologies for interrupting your rest.
Man, I hope you find your black-haired ladies.
I hope so too.
All right.
And
You leave the man to go return to his flock.
everyone, well, everyone who's in the party, do you think we should try to deal with the orcs first, or just go straight after the women?
I don't
Are
think
the
the orcs are
orcs-
going anywhere. So the gypsies are probably the better bet if we want to get the vampire out.
The problem is they might just launch a raid while we're away, and it'd be better if we stopped them before they did that.
Are we just going after the orcs because there's a bounty on them?
Well, Rama needs orc things. I think Talon just hates Sarks.
Despicable
Indeed.
Sarks.
Indeed, I do hate those socks.
Lucius doesn't have much of a reason other than the fact that Oasis is clearly a paradise without taxes that must be protected at all costs.
Andrew Ryan would understand.
Well, Arvan has more reason to go after the caravan.
I mean, we've warned the guards where they are at least, right?
Yeah.
It's technically not our problem anymore. So, how are we voting? I'm guessing Rama's gonna vote for the orcs because he needs them for his quest.
I'd say caravan, probably.
Yeah, I think Rom would actually go for the caravan, hoping that they have his liquid.
Possible.
It's a coin toss, really.
True. In fact, roll a coin.
Roll a coin.
Work.
Yeah, roll to coin.
Yes, it does work. I don't know what tails is, but almost picking tails. Which probably the caravan then.
Yep,
Because he's hunting dog tails.
You're chasing after Gypsy Tail.
Yeah, he's chasing after wolf girl tail rather than orc head. Okay, so that's two for the caravan. Yorn probably just pissed off that we dragged her out in the first place. In fact, she probably doesn't want us to find the caravan, all things considered.
She wants to stay in Oasis and take a bath.
Yes.
More than likely, yeah.
Lucius would, despite Oasis being very nice, he would put priority on finding the
Well, the
finding
question
the
is,
caravan.
do you rest in town first, or you go immediately out into the night and?
How are we looking on time?
Well, we've been in this game for 3 hours.
Well,
Sounds like a
I'm
good time
good
to
to keep
rest.
going.
I have, let's say, an hour.
All right.
I think this would be
let's-
actually a good place to wrap up, though.
All right. In that
Stopping off
case,
in Oasis.
we take a break. We take a break in Oasis and prepare to ride as fast as we can towards the caravan. Well, I say ride. We're walking.
Yeah, we should have gotten some horses or camels.
It can be. We ride at dawn.
All right. Well, that is it for today's session. Maybe next week we'll be playing Data Damned or more of this. Who knows?
More of this
maybe
because we can't leave it half finished.
There's no finishing this.
It'll come back.
Another possibility is we can do this Sunday, but I think Wolf Sather is actually working into Sunday, or has to sleep for work on Sunday, right?
For your Sunday, yes.
Which is tomorrow in less than 24 hours.
In about 26 hours, I have to get up and ready for work.
So starting at 20 hours isn't going to help you at all.